going to make less money.
But what about the people working minimum wage jobs, just getting by, barely getting by, maxing out? What's going to happen to them?
Nobody's coming to save you.
Yeah.
That's what I've been trying to tell you for a year. Nobody's coming to save you. It's up to you to change your financial situation. Do whatever it takes to win. And when I say win, that's what I mean. Do something that's going to change your position in life, where you're not working a minimum wage and fucking worried about inflation, 4.4% of inflation taking you out.
Welcome back to another episode of the CINO Legacy Podcast, where cryptocurrency meets private aviation. I'm here with Ryan CINO, the founder of CINO Token on the Solana blockchain. He created CINO as a substitute payment system to revolutionize aviation, just because of antiquated payment structure.
Antiquated payment systems and the mail system and, tons and tons, credit card fees, credit card companies. It's all bullshit. It's just tough dealing with the man's rules. You know what I mean? So we're going to do it.
And crypto is instant.
It's instant.
All you need is the wallet address.
What's that?
All you need is the wallet address.
Yeah, no,
right?
that's it. You just need a wallet address, and I can click send or request, and I put the address in, and boom, you can send, an unlimited amount of money that you possess anywhere in the world instantly.
Isn't that so nuts?
Yeah, and it's on a public ledger on the blockchain, which means that every transaction is recordable and visible to everybody who's out there.
Right.
It's anonymous. Your wallets are anonymous, but the transactions are all there. Everything's there. So it's the way the world is going. Let's be first. Let's be first.
Hell yeah. And you've been doing it for a year now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? We grew the token, for those who don't know and who were just like tuning in.
Yep.
We grew the token and surged to about 22 cents.
It went crazy.
We had a crazy run.
It was all hype. It was all hype based.
But what you wanted was a stable coin,
Yes.
that was kind of steady at like a particular, like a cent.
Yeah. My goal was a cent at a year. And when I saw it climbing, I was like, oh man, this is awesome. It's doing better than I expected. And then it started reaching like unrealistic highs. I'm like, God, this is going to correct. But once it corrected, we had a lot of people that got nervous and pulled out. And, we're going to get back there. I'm building the tools so anybody who wants to use the token will have everything available to make it easy. And I've been testing the app. We have a bunch of testers that are trying things out. My phone is blowing up constantly. Hey, this is not working. That's not working. Okay, great. I appreciate it. Let me send it back to the developers. They're making adjustments almost daily. You texted me last night. Remember you said, I couldn't get it to work.
Yeah, it wouldn't open.
And I said, we'll figure it out tomorrow. Literally 3 minutes after we stopped texting, I got an app update. So they were working on it. When you were trying, they just happened to be working on it.
I see.
So they take it offline. They do changes to the code and they put it back on.
So CINO Token has an app.
Yeah, it's actually pretty great.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's actually pretty great. There's actually in the peer-to-peer section, that's the next test. I have I put up 1,000 coins or 100 coins for 0.009 cents or whatever, and it's available to buy. So we got to test that next and make sure that all works good. The app part about it is working. The smart contract is working. We just got to figure out, make sure that the on-ramping company is allowing the transaction to happen.
Right.
So, but the app part is working. So,
well, I'm ready to use it, and hundreds of other people are.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope so. But I want to make sure that we have it locked in, and it's working right and correctly. And anything that doesn't work because of outside influences, I want to address in the app. So when you experience it, or if you experience it, you'll have an explanation for you right then and there. So
I see.
I want to make this easy where anybody, crypto fluent or not, will be able to walk their way through a purchase, a swap, a sell, a transfer, whatever they need to do. So that was the whole goal, is to make crypto easy for everybody, even somebody who's not fluent in crypto.
Right.
So,
and you're also the founder of Rapid Aircraft Maintenance Services,
yes.
right? A private aviation company.
Yep, maintenance company. Yep.
Yeah, located in Teterboro, New Jersey.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yep, absolutely.
And you've been doing it for 25 years now, right?
I think it's 25. It might even be longer. I don't.
Something like that.
It's
up there. It's been a couple
time.
decades, let's just say.
It's a long time.
Yeah. So now, as the owner of this company, Are you going to start putting out words to like other, clients and customers?
Actually, yes. I actually have a unofficial. I had a conversation about a month ago with an aircraft owner. I'm sorry, an owner who has a few airplanes. I think 5 or 6 he has, and he's like, "Hey, he's young. He's into this crypto, scene, and he's like, "Hey, I saw this. Let's talk about it. I want to, first of all, I want to buy a block of tokens, but I want them at a discount. So he wants to buy a big chunk, but I want them at a discount." And then I said, "Okay, wait, just give me some time, and I'll put some funds together, and then we'll talk about it, and then we'll start using it." And then once that happens, and I'm just, once it starts working and it's going, and then another operator, like everybody wants to be in, but nobody wants to be first. This guy seems like he doesn't care about who's first, or he wants to be first. He's into it. So once it happens, then people will start falling into place, and we'll see what happens.
Indeed.
And then everybody who's been in and holding shouldn't have to worry anymore.
Well, yeah, but wouldn't you have to worry about the people who are holding when like a large transaction like that happens?
Yeah, selling out.
Yeah, selling out.
Yes, but hopefully we spread the message to the true partners of this business, right? People who take this as owning a part of their business, and if they need some funds, they take out a little at a time, not sell $2 or $3 million at a clip. Like that's foolish.
Yeah,
So
exactly. So the OGs are with it till the
but
end.
but it's like anything. Like if you were a partner in a car wash, and there's $1 million in the bank, would you just take the money out of the bank
And run.
Would you
Leave the
like take it
business
out and
alone?
run, and the business collapses, or would
Yeah.
you work out something
Not
with
the way
your
to do it.
like? You have to be smart about this. You have to treat it as you're an owner in a business, and all your decisions should be based about the business surviving, because the business is the gift that keeps on giving.
Right.
If you kill the business, then the gifts stop coming.
Exactly.
So
Exactly. And if you sell out, then there's nothing
then
left.
you're out. But
Yeah.
don't. There's a way to do it properly. Don't fuck it up for everybody else who's involved.
Don't
Like,
tank the coin.
don't kill your partners.
Yeah, right, exactly.
But it's hard to get that message across. But we will.
Yeah.
We're here. We're educating. We're talking, and we're repeating our over and over and over again. Hopefully everybody listens. And we're getting the word out there. I mean, our YouTube subscriber list is growing. I think we hit 11,000 subscribers on
11,000. Yeah.
YouTube,
Thanks,
which is
guys.
great.
Yeah,
That's awesome. Thank you very much.
congratulations. That's awesome.
I think we just broke 30,000 on TikTok. My X account was reinstated, which
Yes,
is great.
let's go.
Woo woo!
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you for that. I hope if any of you guys were messaging X and telling him to reinstate
Yeah,
us,
thank you.
thank you. I appreciate it. It worked. So, but yeah, I mean, we're moving along every day. We're pressing, moving forward. I'm not quitting. I'm going to make this work.
And CINO's going to be at the upcoming crypto convention, right?
Yeah,
In Miami?
we're definitely attending Miami Consensus. Absolutely, I'm hoping to meet with the management team at Solana.
Yeah.
and other operators, and I say operators. I'm sorry, other crypto developers and other program managers, and I just want to talk about what we're doing, and see if there's anything I can learn, if there's anything that I can partner up with and help. Cody's going to be there from SPUD. It was a great. He says that if it wasn't for me, right, that he would have never got into this, and I that guy is pushing hard.
He is pushing hard. He's got a stable coin and everything.
He's got a stable coin being developed, which, at the moment I don't think we actually need, but it wouldn't hurt. So hopefully we partner up with SPUD Pay and can use his stable coin in conjunction. Hopefully, I looked at his SPUD Pay and I felt it was a little complex. I didn't find it complex. I felt for the 65-year-old guy who doesn't really know crypto too much, it was a little complex. And I want to talk to him about those things. And hopefully we can give him our app. So, people who are just investing in the Solana token or whatever can, get in easy, hold, transfer very simply. So hopefully my technology and his technology, hopefully we put them all together so it benefits everybody from basic users to advanced users.
So now on the topic of a stable coin,
Yeah.
before we change the subject,
Yep.
somebody would say, like, if you have an aircraft operator They come to you. They have $1 million worth of jet maintenance that
Yep.
they need, right?
Yep.
So they say they're going to pay with CINO token
Sure.
at a 10% discount
Yep.
like you offer. So
Yep.
what's it? 900,000.
Yep.
Let's say that right?
Mm-hmm.
They buy 900,000 worth of CINO.
Yep.
Right now, let's just say we got day traders in there and they tank the coin.
Right.
That 90,000 now becomes 50,000. What happens in this scenario like that?
I think it needs to be. I think and that's one of the conversations that I've had with potential operators.
Mm-hmm.
They're all about buying buying some tokens and holding it and seeing that it increases, because then they'll get more bang for their buck, right? I'm not pushing this token as an investment platform, but the reality of it is it's volatile and it can go up and it can go down.
Yeah, right.
So I think the proper management, like I wouldn't recommend. So my company doesn't do $1 million jobs, right? I may do $1 million worth of work over the course of a certain amount of time, right? A year, 6 months, 3 months, whatever it is. But I don't do one airplane. You're in for one visit, and then at the end of that visit, you owe me $1 million. So I think the proper management of that transferring of funds back and forth and purchasing and liquidating, that all has to be established
Increments?
in increments. Yes, that's going to help the day traders. There's a few other options that I've been thinking about when it comes to that. But we'll see where that goes.
Okay.
We'll see where that goes.
Yeah, because then would a stable coin be needed? Because the stable coin stands separate from the actual Solana.
Yes,
Right?
the stable coin would be backed by the U.S.
US
dollar,
Treasury,
U.S.
yeah,
Treasury
yeah.
bonds, right, which is our dollars. But there's no huge change in price when it comes to that. If it's backed by the dollar, a dollar is a dollar is a dollar. So they can't lose, but they can't win either. They're just going to get the 10%. If you, the whole premise was if you bought $100,000 up front and we were able to limit day traders, which I think I may have found a solution or two around that. Maybe there's a way to incorporate CINO Gold and make it interchangeable with CINO.
Okay. Does the
So-
CINO app have any features like that where it could prevent people from if a large transaction took place with an operator, it could prevent other people from selling during that?
No, because it's
time?
on the decentralized exchange. So
Yeah, you don't really
every
control that.
transaction happens. It's power to the people. But I'm working on a few things that we may be able to manage that a little bit better. So I'm not willing to discuss it yet because I really haven't done all the fine tuning and ran every trap to see where the failures are. So I'm working on that, but I'm not there yet. So I was focusing 100% on getting this app up. So
Yeah, and now that you have it.
it's not. I don't have it yet. We're still testing. We're testing. It's
basically-
coming, and it's very easy to use, and it's going to be great. It's really going to be great.
From what I saw, it looks pretty fucking good.
It's easy.
Yeah.
It's easy. Anybody can use it. It's your own wallet.
Those guys did a very good job.
They did. I'm
Yeah.
very surprised. I had mixed feelings if they were going to pull through for me, but they
And
did.
we all did.
Yeah, they did. They did. They did a great job, and I'm in communication with them every day. They're very responsive. I mean, they have a great work ethic.
Yeah.
Great work ethic.
Hell yeah.
So I'm impressed to hear that.
So for those of you who are just tuning into the CINO Legacy Podcast, we usually do CINO token updates.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
And we talk about world topics. We talk about just a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah, personal stuff. We talk
Yeah.
about, trying to tip financial strategies and tips
Yes.
and tricks that you can use to help better your situation. I had a conversation today with a guy, and we were talking about FFL's federal firearms license. This one guy has a federal firearms license, and he does everything that the license incorporates except for importing. Right?
Okay.
He can't import. He doesn't want to. Whatever. I didn't ask why, but he doesn't do importing. So, and we were just talking about stuff, and I said, it's one of my interests. I had started a corporation, for my FFL, but I'm going to wait because there's a few other things I want to do before I get into that. That's more of a retirement, keep me kind of busy. I want to instruct. I'm a firearms instructor. I want to do those kind of things,
Yeah.
And he says that, he has a full-time job, 9 to 5. He's been working on this for this FFL thing for a couple years, but very soon he's going to make the switch. He wants to do his side hustle full-time. And I said, oh, that's awesome. I talk about that. He goes, I'm not going to lie, but your videos, your podcasts have inspired me to do this. And I was like, holy shit. People are listening. People are doing it. I guess they are. I just don't normally hear about it.
The right people need to hear it.
Well, I think people just need to hear it and believe it, that I'm not talking shit, and do it. You got to do something.
Well, you live that lifestyle.
I do. I do. So
I see you. I witness you off the podcast. I know exactly what you're up to.
Am I the same person on camera as I am off camera?
Yeah, you're pretty. It's pretty accurate.
Pretty accurate?
Yeah.
All right, well, that's good. I want to be authentic.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely. I mean, you hide a little bit of your true comedic side on camera, I'd say.
All right. Yeah. I'm in the hospital.
yeah. Got to play it cool, man. You're on camera.
Well, I don't want to offend anybody with, comedians have a hard time nowadays because somebody always gets offended by something, and I'm not in a position to
get canceled.
I don't know, but I don't care about cancel.
Got to maintain your image.
Well, I don't care about my image. I am who I am, and if you don't,
you're running a business, you can't.
Exactly. I don't want to offend people. Yeah. I don't want to. I don't want to. I'm sure I do, but I don't want to try to offend people. Yeah. I don't want to do that because I'm here to spread a word, not to insult people and piss people off. Come
on, that's why I thought I was here.
Well, sorry.
I thought that's what we were doing.
Sorry.
So we got some crypto news going on. All right, I'm going to read through the list.
Go ahead. Let's do it.
I'd like your thoughts. All right. So, number 1, Bitcoin surge, institutional buying. Bitcoin has surged to around 76 to 77,000, climbing sharply from earlier 2026 lows.
Yeah.
So it's coming up a little bit, right? It's not the highest we've seen.
No, it's nowhere near the highest we've seen. But we started this bear run.
Yeah.
Right. And it's been
fucking bear market. Man.
Yeah. We've started, and it's been a pretty bearish bear market.
About it.
It's been rough. So I think all the institutions took some profits. They sold their Bitcoin, blah, blah, blah. And they were waiting to see if Bitcoin was still going to drop. This is my opinion. I am not involved in the financial world nor financial institutions personally. I feel if it was me, I would wait till the bottom hits, and then I would start testing the waters, buy a little bit here and there. I
don't think it's going to go low. You think it's going to go lower than 50?
There's potential. There's people saying the potential is there, and anything can happen, right? Any kind of world news or whatever can happen.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I have faith in Bitcoin. I own Bitcoin. I am never selling Bitcoin. I believe in it. I believe in crypto. Is it volatile? Sure it is. It will become less volatile the more the world becomes involved in cryptocurrency.
I see.
Because trading volume will go up, but one big institution selling their bag won't affect it because there'll be 10 times the amount of trading volume going on there to do it. So I don't know. I think it's a good opportunity to fill your bags. I mean, you should, whenever there's a bear market, you should be buying.
100%.
That is when
that's the rule.
That's the rule. When it's bearish, you should be buying. When everybody else is scared and selling, you should be buying.
Wall Street goes deeper into crypto. The ETF boom.
Yep.
Goldman Sachs filed for its first Bitcoin ETF, aiming to give investors exposure plus options-based income.
So that's awesome, right? That's awesome. I'm glad that institutions are getting involved and they're investing. I'm a little bit afraid when you have a big financial institution. Do you remember a while ago there were some companies out there saying, do you want to buy positions of gold? And they weren't really selling you gold; they were just selling a position. And then those companies would go bankrupt and you had no gold. You were just buying a piece of paper that says you owned gold. I'm almost afraid that some of these financial institutions are going to tell you you're buying Bitcoin, but they're not really giving you Bitcoin. They're going to give you a piece of their Bitcoin or something like that. So I'm a proponent of owning your own Bitcoin. So that's what these financial institutions, they all do what's good for them. They want to make money. They're not into making you money. To them, you're dumb money.
Yeah.
They're smart money.
I hear that.
Right?
Yeah.
So I think we need to be just as smart. Right? We need to pay attention. We need to see what are we actually buying. And it's crypto, which makes it difficult for some people.
Right.
Because it's not tangible. It's all digital.
Right.
So you just gotta read the fine print and know what you're buying. I think it's great news. I think the more financial institutions that get involved, it's going to help Bitcoin and the rest of the crypto.
100%.
So I think it's a good thing. I just think we need to be very wary of what we're buying from what financial institution. Mm-hmm. That's my opinion on that.
This follows similar moves by Morgan Stanley and others entering the crypto ETF market.
Right.
Despite volatility, Bitcoin still down from peak highs. Institutional demand for crypto investments products remains strong. ETF inflows are becoming a major driver of liquidity and price support in crypto markets.
Yeah. So, like I said, I always have said, you need people buying to increase liquidity.
Yeah.
Right?
That's 100%.
We all can't take out $100 million and expect the coin to maintain 75,000. It doesn't work that way. Like trading volume is what keeps the thing afloat. Mm-hmm. Treasury bonds have a different way of a dollar's a dollar because the government can print all they want and it's still worth $1. Yeah. However, your purchasing power is less, right? The value of the dollar goes down, the purchasing power of the dollar goes down, right?
Yeah.
You buy milk for $1 this month and next year it's $2, right? Same dollar, still worth $1, but you can't buy as much, right?
I see.
That's a treasury bond. That's inflation, right? They print more money, devaluing what everybody else has. In crypto, there's nobody who can print more. It is what it is, fixed amount, supply and demand. Demand goes up, supply goes down, price goes up.
Yeah.
Right? That's the way that works. So
Crypto is crazy.
it's not crazy. I mean, it actually
makes sense.
It fixes a lot of problems. And the biggest problem is the inflation. The government just prints more money. Elon said when he was running Doge that there's 13 computers.
Wow.
That when they turn them on, they just make more money out of nothing.
Yeah, that's so crazy.
And that just devalues everything that everybody else has. You can't do that with crypto.
Traditional finance fully embracing crypto infrastructure. The New York Stock Exchange is investing heavily in blockchain and crypto platforms. Right, that's crazy.
It absolutely is.
They're adopting it.
Yep.
Parent company ICE has put hundreds of millions into crypto exchange OKX and tokenized asset platforms. Plans include 24/7 blockchain-based trading and tokenized equities with instant settlement. This signals a major shift. Legacy finance is integrating crypto, not competing with it.
Yeah. I remember. So it's great to hear you say today that there's lots of institutions and Wall Street that is investing in cryptocurrency, right? In blockchain. But a year ago, they were all saying that it's a fraud. It's a Ponzi scheme. It's
many that like more than a year ago. Like they've been.
I'm just saying, but up to a year ago, they were saying that it's bullshit. It doesn't, it's never gonna.
Now all of a sudden,
it's never gonna find a place. And then all of a sudden, some regulation laws start to come into place, and then we want part of it. We want part of it. Why do they want part of it? So they can make money on it.
Yeah.
Remember, the big
Why else?
Institutions are here to make money for them. We are dumb money. They are smart money. I want to be smart money.
Fuck yeah.
I want to be smart. I want to play their game.
We're on the
right?
cutting edge.
Whatever the game is, show me the rules, and I'm going to play that game with those rules.
Yeah.
As long as we're all playing with the same rules. That's the important part,
Not people making their own.
Exactly, or changing the rules.
So major brokerages expanding into crypto trading. We were just talking about that.
Great.
Charles Schwab reported strong earnings and announced spot crypto trading. Bitcoin and Ethereum is coming soon. Client trading activity is surging due to global volatility and uncertainty. Schwab is also integrating AI tools for investing, blending fintech plus crypto plus automation. This move brings crypto deeper into mainstream retail investing platforms.
Yeah, I like what you said, but that they're bringing AI into investing.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
Well, I do like. I like it, but I'm scared of it.
Why? Because AI bots are going to be day trading, and
well, it gives everybody AI will give everybody
An opportunity.
the opportunity to invest and use their money wisely.
That's if we have access to those AI tools.
Well, there's programmers out there, right? Maybe
Yeah,
I should
I mean,
talk to my developers to
then
add
maybe,
that.
yeah, yeah.
Let's trade. Let's get some smart movements in there. Like I remember when I was younger, I would always say, "Oh, I don't have time to invest because you got to watch every day, and I don't have time." Right? I was learning my craft. I was working on airplanes during the day while the stock market was open. But what if everybody had the ability to have software that would do that for you? You would tell it, "This is what I want to do. This is my goals. This is where I want to be." Not just say, "I want to be rich." Not that.
Yeah.
This is my nest egg. This is everything that I own. I want to be conservative, and please help me trade it. And it comes up with a profile and it'll trade for you. I think that would be great. How many financial advisors have there been out there where a person goes to a financial advisor who talks a good game, and that guy fucking tanks their account, but still gets his commission every month.
Yep.
Like, fuck that. That's not fair.
Yeah,
That guy's getting paid to do a bad job.
Yeah.
He should be reimbursing me for doing a bad job.
Yep. And he's still getting paid.
And he's still getting paid. So I think there's opportunities where AI can definitely help as long as it's not abused. Where
and
everybody
shared
has
fairly.
access to it, and it's easy to use, and the average Joe who doesn't really know that much can still put his money to work. He might be a great saver and this and that, and I'm just going to put it in the bank because I don't know any better. Well, you're not winning if you're putting it in the bank.
Right.
You're just status quo.
Exactly.
And as inflation increases, your purchasing power goes down. So does that really help you? You're actually losing. You know what I mean? But you're safe. I would like to see a safe opportunity for somebody to invest their money and be able to send their kids to college or put a roof over their head or pay their mortgage, or all these other things. I would like to see that. So if AI can do that, then absolutely, I think that'd be fantastic.
Hell yeah.
That would be fantastic.
So the last piece of crypto news, U.S. policy and financial system integrating crypto. Former Fed official Kevin Warsh says crypto is already embedded in the financial system and should expand further. Only about 8% of Americans currently use crypto, mostly as an investment, not for payments. New 2026 regulatory clarity from the SEC and the CFTC is reducing uncertainty and enabling institutional participation. Some assets, like Bitcoin, can now be treated as collateral in traditional finance, bridging crypto with banking.
Yeah,
That's great.
That's
fucking news.
wonderful.
Yeah.
You think about it. I told you years ago I was mining Bitcoin, right? I have a pretty large amount of Bitcoin in my possession, but I'm not selling Bitcoin. I've said that. I'm not selling it.
What's rule number one of Fight Club?
Never talk about Fight Club. But I'm not selling that.
Yeah.
Right? But wouldn't it be great that I can use that as collateral to buy a business or get a loan to buy a business or a home or something? That'd be wonderful.
Yeah.
I have this money and a year ago, I'd apply for a business loan or whatever. And I said, I have X amount of Bitcoin or whatever it's worth.
So get the fuck out of here.
You can't get that off there.
Yeah.
We don't even want to hear it. And now you can use it. That's wonderful news.
Yeah.
Wonderful news.
Yep.
So it can only get better from here.
Exactly.
It can only get better from here.
Right.
More and more adoption. It becomes commonplace. And that's why I said earlier, we're going this way. Why not be first? Why not build technology that we can incorporate to any token?
Yep.
Where I think I'm the first guy doing a marketplace for tokens where you don't actually have to buy and sell. Like if you hear like what's this guy's name? Michael Saylor buying all this. They see, he bought $200 million worth of Bitcoin. He keeps buying these large blocks of Bitcoin, but you don't see it on the chart because he's buying it privately, right? So what if everybody had the option to buy what he's buying? What if everybody said, you know what, I'm not going to sell my Bitcoin. I'm going to put it on the market. Who wants to buy it? Maybe at a discount, maybe at a profit, whatever it is. But there will be a marketplace for Bitcoin. I'm doing that. This app has that. Right now, it's just for CINO token. But we can build it to be with any token, right? You want to buy Solana, you want to buy Bitcoin, you want to buy Ethereum, and I have some for sale, but I don't want to tank the chart. I put it up there. I might say I want 110%, or I might say I want 90% because I need to sell it quick, right? I need money bad. I'm in big trouble. I need something. Let me sell a Bitcoin for 50,000 because I need 50,000 quick. I put it up there. Now, you don't have to give me 50,000. I might break it up into 500 blocks where you just buy a piece of it, but it's at a discount. But it doesn't get sold on the decentralized exchange.
What would make somebody do that as opposed to just selling the whole thing on the exchange and just saying fuck the charts?
Tax liability.
Why do they not have to pay tax?
You're not selling it, you're transferring it.
And they're just giving you the money.
They're buying it.
I wonder what people would have to say about that.
Let's hear it.
Yeah.
It's the barter system. You are literally bartering. I'm telling you, I'm the first one doing this. This is that alone. This app with that feature.
Is this patent?
Yes.
Okay, because
Yes.
you better fucking do that. Like, if it's not, like, because this is going to be out there.
I'm telling you, I'm the first one to do it.
Yeah, I'm kind of like thinking about it now in a whole new way. I'm like, I don't think I understood it until now.
Yeah. You're trading your tokens to another individual. You're not selling it and being liable for the sale. You're trading it. So that's why, and you know, some people's accounts, right, where let's say they sell. Do you remember when we just hit Coinbase?
Yep.
Right? And people were like, "Oh, I'm trying to buy on Coinbase, but I have to wait 10 days because my account's not clear or whatever." That goes away. You don't have to wait the 10 days. You don't have to wait for settlement. You don't have to wait 5 days. You know, if you sell on Robinhood, right? Or you sell stocks, you have to wait for the transactions to clear, which could be a day or 2 days or 3 days. If you're transferring on an open market, there's no waiting. The technology acts as the escrow account. You put up your tokens, you put in your cash, the technology swaps it, and everybody goes away.
I see. Wow.
Nobody is doing that. There's not another app that I know of that does that.
Wow. I'm wondering how this is going to like change everything.
Sure is going to change everything.
Yeah, because like it doesn't, like you said, it doesn't have to be limited just to CINO token.
It could be any token.
Yeah, but like if you start introducing,
So here's the thing. Do you know why the exchanges don't do that?
why?
Because there's no profit for them.
Oh, but if you have that implemented into your app just for the fuck of it, for the benefit of the people.
Absolutely, my friend. Power to the people. This is my goal. I'm changing people's lives. I'm not doing this to enrich myself. When are you going to fucking believe me? Don't know when you're going to believe me.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm the only one doing that.
So hopefully we have a working beta version of the app by the time we get to the crypto convention. This way,
I told the developers that I want to launch it there or right before there so I can spread the word and say,
you got to have something.
download this.
Yeah.
Check it out.
Yeah.
Yep.
This is what we're doing.
This is what we're doing.
Solana represent.
That's right.
I'm sure the guys will be proud of you.
I hope so. I hope so.
Yep.
I'm telling you that the marketplace, listen, is it easy? It's easy to buy, right? It's easy to buy. It's easy to swap. All those problems that people have encountered, it's easy. But that's not groundbreaking. The marketplace is groundbreaking. I'm telling you, charts will not have, I'm not going to say will not. If you choose to use the marketplace, guess what happens to the charts? They stabilize. Because nobody's selling on the decentralized exchange. So you're not seeing big dips and big buys. If they're just trading amongst themselves, chart stabilizes. Chart stabilize it, it looks more attractive for businesses to start using it.
So if somebody wanted, right, exactly. So if somebody wanted to put up like, let's just say 500,000 worth of CINO token, right? Let's just say the price on that is a couple thousand.
Yep.
They just put it up on the marketplace. Other people could browse that. They could choose to buy it
Absolutely.
or not.
So like the testers right now, I put, right, because it's small, I'm using small dollars right now. I put 1,000, I think it was 1,000 or 10,000 CINO tokens on the marketplace. All the other testers see it. It's like you're going to a list. And now, if you want to throw some competition in there, I put them up there at the going price, 0.009, right? Now, let's say you wanted to sell some CINO tokens, right? But you need the money now.
Yeah.
You put them up for 0.0085. You sell yours cheaper than I sell mine. You get the sale, I don't.
But there's no guarantee that someone's going to buy it in the time frame that I need.
No, there's
it.
no guarantee. But if there's buyers, why would you not check the exchange and see if I can buy it at a discount?
Okay, I see.
There's nothing available. Then I'm just going to go buy on the decentralized exchange.
Are you going to be able to sell like stuff like Bitcoin on the marketplace?
Sooner or later, yeah.
Okay, all
That's
right.
my goal.
So okay.
That's my goal.
That would be sick.
That would be amazing, especially because you don't need an escrow account. You don't need an escrow agent. You don't need lawyers to get involved. You just do it peer to peer.
So somebody could go on there, even though, like, let's say Bitcoin's at 77,000 right now, which it is.
Yep.
Somebody wants to sell their Bitcoin immediately for 50,000 tax free. They go on the CINO app, put it up for sale.
Yep.
Somebody might buy it.
Yeah, but and that's the thing. You can also list it like, okay, for conversation's sake, we're selling one Bitcoin for $50,000. I could break it up to where I'm selling 100 blocks of my Bitcoin for $50, $500, right? So you can buy 1/100th of a Bitcoin for $500, right? And then he could buy 2 of them, or he can buy whatever. And then eventually all my one Bitcoin for $50,000 goes away because 100 people bought it.
And now you're left with the money.
I have the money, and 100 people have
What
a
is it,
piece of my Bitcoin.
USDC?
Yeah, well, yeah. It's going to be a USDC or dollars. I haven't figured that part out yet. It's right now it's trading in USDC.
That's
You're
good.
swapping in DC. Yeah, no, it's great.
And is it going to have the ability to put the USDC back into your bank account from the CINO token app?
Yes, it doesn't have it right now, but I'm working on that.
Okay. Because I was going to say, if anything, if it doesn't, you could always use your wallet address, send it to Coinbase, and then
But I want to avoid the
taxes.
liability.
Okay, I see.
Not that I want to avoid it. I'm not doing tax evasion here.
Okay, yeah,
right?
you're really fighting for the people here. That's for
I
sure.
just want the people to take control of their money.
Yeah.
I want you to have all the tools in your toolbox to win. Everything you need, I want you to have to be available to you to win.
Yeah, and fuck property taxes as well.
I don't want that. I'm thinking about relocating.
Yeah?
Yeah, to the states that don't have property tax. Yeah.
You better not fucking leave me. I'm not here, right? Not yet.
Yeah.
All right, let's go over some world news, all right?
Go. Let's do it, man. I'm here for you.
So number
here for
one, a Middle East conflict and Gaza reconstruction. All right, what a fucking topic this is. Ongoing conflict in the Middle East remains a central global issue with continued instability and humanitarian concerns. A joint assessment by the United Nations and European Union, estimates over $71 billion is needed to rebuild Gaza over the next decade. Let me say that again. Over $71 billion is needed to rebuild Gaza over the next decade. That's a lot of fucking money, if you ask me. And I wonder where that money's coming from.
Well,
the damage has had catastrophic impact on infrastructure, economy, and human development in the region. Broader tensions in the region continue to affect global oil supply routes and geopolitical stability.
I got a lot of mixed emotions on all those words you just said. Okay. Right? We talked about it a little bit.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah, I don't want war. War is bad for everybody, right? War is always bad.
Why do the people love it then? The people making the wars, not fighting the wars.
Well, because their economies rally behind it, because all the factories are producing more goods, right? So their stock prices go up, right? So that warmongers love war because they make money off of war, right? All the factories, people make bullets and uniforms and tanks and airplanes and drones and all this other shit, right? That they just go blow up. So they sell to you, you go use it to blow up people, and then you have to buy more, right? So that's what a warmonger is, right? They war profiteers. War is bad. All right, I'm going to say that. However, we talked about it last time. Is that I don't want a country out there who's threatening me with nuclear weapons. So if that country if that regime needs to be changed, and they are not willing to do it via, a peace treaty or whatever, or if they're constantly lying or breaking the treaty, then, I guess you reap what you sow, right?
Yeah.
If you're a shit talker and you keep talking shit, eventually somebody's going to punch you in the face.
Yeah.
Right? That's just the way, that's just human nature.
It's the golden rule.
It is the golden rule. So do I not want to be, I don't want to be afraid of nuclear war, right? I don't want the threat of another country sending nukes over here. And if it takes an incursion to do that, well, then I guess I'm okay with that.
Mm-hmm.
But there's consequences all the time. Now we're fighting there, right? The Strait of Hormuz is blocked. The oil shipments are going out. Gas prices are going up. Who's feeling it? I am.
Yeah.
Do you think the warmongers are
People.
feeling it? No, they don't give a shit.
No, fuck no.
So I want to be safe. I want my country to be safe. I wish nothing more than world peace.
Yeah.
Right? That's what I want. We all pray for that, world peace.
Sure.
But until we get that, somebody's going to need to get punched in the face once in a while, right? You can't just go around and threaten the world. That doesn't work that way. That's not where humanity should be going.
Mm-hmm.
So
global power tensions and ongoing wars. Yeah, there's an ongoing war. The Russia-Ukraine war continues with active fighting and ongoing international military and financial support. U.S.-Iran tensions and broader Middle East confrontations are influencing global security and trade routes. Strategic rivalry between the U.S. and China is intensifying across trade, AI, and military positioning. These overlapping conflicts are reshaping alliances and increasing global defense spending. That's interesting. AI? With China?
I don't know, man. Again, this is news, right? I don't know what I believe of that. Is it somebody just wrote those words down?
Yeah, ChatGPT.
Is that but they got it from somewhere.
They got it from the internet. They pull all the...
Is it really true?
I don't know.
What's
really real?
I'm surprised that this Russian-Ukraine war is still going. Like, what are we still fighting for?
Yeah,
like,
right.
not are we?
Land.
We're out of it.
Yeah,
What are they
land.
fighting for?
Land?
I don't know. I know Trump said that he was going to end this war, right? But it's been
Years ago, right?
Seems like it's been a long time. Why can't I know what's this guy's name? Zelensky or whatever.
Yeah, something like that.
Is it Zelensky's? I don't know. Whatever his name is.
Something.
He's arguing for more money that we got to pay, and
Fuck, get your own money.
Why are we paying?
Get your own fucking money, right?
Why are we paying?
Yeah.
I don't understand. What's Putin doing? I mean, I saw an interview with him with Tucker Carlson a long time when he went over there.
Yeah.
And again, I don't know how much of what he said was true. I'm not I wish I was more of a history buff than I am. I wish I knew all of that. Yeah. But, he was saying that Russia's been, they would make treaties and policy, and then as soon as the treaty was done, the United States would go around and he said, okay, I'll let that happen. And he finally had enough. So I don't blame the guy.
Yeah.
I might not agree with the way he does things, or I don't agree with his policies, and I don't agree with war no matter what.
Yeah.
But, when you're a world leader and you're in charge of your home and people keep taking advantage of you, somebody needs to get punched in the face.
Agreed.
What's right and right? I mean, you can't just take a stance based on the headlines, because the headlines are there to manipulate you.
Yeah,
right?
True.
So you got to know the whole story before you speak out.
Very true.
Like this whole Israel-Palestinian Gaza thing, right? That shit, in my opinion, has been going on longer than I've been alive.
Yeah.
I don't know what to believe. Who's the bad guy? Who's the good guy? Are they both bad guys? Are they both good guys?
And there's a lot of conspiracy that goes.
I have no idea. There's so much information there that how am I supposed to give you my opinion when I don't even know where to start analyzing?
I'm hoping
to give you an opinion.
I'm hoping the people in the comments could give us their opinions.
But here again, opinions, right? They're like assholes, man. Everybody has one, and usually they stink. Like it's just an opinion, But now you'll get people in the comments giving their opinion and dying on that hill. They're gonna say some stuff. They're gonna threaten violence. They're gonna do all this crazy shit on an opinion that they don't even know if it's true or not.
We like hearing it though. We do.
I do. I like to have all the information before I make an opinion. So, like, I don't. You ask me my opinion on these things. I don't even know what to say because I don't know where the truth lies. I don't know who the good guy is, who's the bad guy. You know, like, is there a good guy? Is there a bad guy? Or is it just two people are like, I've had enough of your shit, quit it.
Yeah.
And somebody got punched in the face. Do you see? Like, it all boils down to me. Like, I don't care. I've raised my kids this way. I don't care if you're white, you're black, you're Asian. I don't care if you're straight, you're gay. I don't care if you're a dog or a fucking, you want to be identified as a cat. I don't care about anything. All I care about is, are you an asshole or not? And if you're an asshole, I don't want to be involved with you.
Okay, that's cool because I identify as a lion.
Whatever.
You still love me?
I do.
All right, cool.
As long as you're not an asshole.
All right, sweet.
You know, that's all I care about.
I'm a pretty chill lion.
That's all right. Be a lion.
So last but not least, global economy and inflation pressures. The International Monetary Fund projects global growth could slow significantly if energy distributions continue. Inflation is expected around 4.4% in 2026, with risk of rising higher if oil prices spike. Oil prices and supply chain instability, largely tied to geopolitical conflicts, are key drivers of uncertainty. Emerging markets are expected to be hit harder than advanced economies in worst-case scenarios.
So, you were talking, and I locked into one thing you said.
What was it?
You said that inflation was going to grow at 4.4%.
Yep, that's what I said.
Okay, you said that. Now I want to tell the people, because none of that shit matters to us. The only way we can control that is by making sure you vote for the right people.
Are you sure about that?
Listen,
because
the only way we can control that is by voting for the right people.
well, some people would argue that we voted Trump in, right, to help inflation.
And I think
and
I think he has been doing that, and he will do that. This rise in gas prices that you're seeing because of this Iran conflict, this is a temporary thing, right? Look, when the word came out that the Strait of Hormuz was opened up, prices of barrels of oil fell dramatically just on the word that the strait was open. Okay, so once this is resolved, you're going to see a huge decline in prices. And I hate to say it, but it's probably going to happen right around the midterms. Right? Because I think all this shit.
You don't think all these politics work together?
Of course they work together.
Okay. Trump included?
All of them.
Okay.
The only thing that
I'm relieved to hear you say that.
The only thing I appreciate about Trump is that I think he can't be bought. I think.
You think?
I think he can't be bought. He's doing what he thinks is right.
Yeah.
Like the majority of us. We all do what we think is right.
Well, the Instagram conspiracy theorists say that he's been bought by Israel. I don't know how true it is. You know, people will say a whole bunch of shit about Israel. I'm kind of confused with the whole thing, but
yeah, I don't know.
I'm hoping people in the comments could help me out.
I hope I'm not wrong. I hope that none of our politicians can be bought. Right? There was a joke going on.
You hope you're not wrong.
I hope I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
Because they said, remember this joke of our politicians should wear NASCAR jackets.
Yeah.
And the NASCAR jackets should be labeled with all the sponsors who are paying them to say shit. So at least we know.
Yeah,
at least we know.
Yeah.
Now they're in suits and you know, and we don't know whose agenda they have.
Mm-hmm.
I wish our politicians would do what's right for their constituents above all else.
Yeah.
That's the way it should be, not by who's funding their account.
Yeah.
Right? So, but to get back at what I locked on when you were talking about, they said inflation is going to expected to rise at 4.4%.
Or more.
Or more.
The risk of rising higher.
Who watching is getting a 4.4 or more raise this year? Because if you don't, you're falling behind. You need a 4.4% increase in income just to stay at the same place as this year.
Shit, that's kind of scary. I'm going to have to talk to my boss.
But do you see what I'm saying?
That's scary.
Nobody
What the
pays
fuck are people
attention to
supposed to
inflation,
do?
but that's what when they say inflation's going to rise at 4.4%.
Yeah.
You need to increase your income by a minimum of 4.4% to stay at the same place you were this year.
But what the fuck does that mean for people? What the hell is going to happen?
Things are going to get more expensive. You're going to make less money.
But what about the people working minimum wage jobs, just getting by, barely getting by, maxing out? What's going to happen to them?
Nobody's coming to save you.
Yeah.
That's what I've been trying to tell you for a year. Nobody's coming to save you. It's up to you to change your financial situation. Do whatever it takes to win. And when I say win, that's what I mean. Do something that's going to change your position in life, where you're not working a minimum wage and fucking worried about inflation, 4.4% of inflation taking you out. Because I'm telling you right now, it's going to be more than 4.4%, and things are going to get more expensive, and goods are going to cost more, and you're going to make less. And then you're going to say, what am I supposed to do? What did you do? What did you do? Did you get a side hustle? Did you invest in yourself? Did you fucking sacrifice eating McDonald's and fucking Starbucks and do something for? Did you make the sacrifices? You're going to say no to all that stuff, but you're still going to sit there and complain. It's not my problem. I'm just telling you the things that you should do to help yourself. You have to do it.
Okay, so there's no waiting around for these motherfuckers to fix inflation. Basically,
Do you think one politician, do you think one guy out there, guy or gal, who is making decisions for your life, do you think they give a shit about you? Do you think they know what your name is? Do you think they care that you're skipping lunch or dinner? No. So why are you waiting for them to save you? It's up to you. Do you understand where I'm coming from?
I didn't know exactly where you're coming from.
Do you know where I'm coming from? Please.
I was just thinking that's a clip right there.
Whatever. I don't know. You're getting my hands moving. I'm talking.
All right, just take a deep breath.
All right, let's take a break. But do you see what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Nobody's coming to save you. It's up to you. It's up to you. It's up to you, and it's up to you.
Yeah.
Do it. Do something to make yourself better. Be better every day.
I get exactly what you're saying, but it's just seemingly not fair. That's how it feels. It just feels not fair.
Why?
Because I'm thinking about.
Do you feel like you're entitled to something? Do you feel you're entitled to a better life?
Fuck yeah. Me personally, yeah. I can't speak for other people.
Why are you entitled to anything?
I think of other people who struggle to believe in themselves working minimum wage jobs.
A minimum wage job is a temporary step for you to learn job skills for you to advance. If you're 30, 40, 50 years old working minimum wage, and there's no underlying reason why,
okay, you
fucked up.
Yeah.
You fucked up. Do something different. Be better. Challenge yourself every day. Do you know how many people look at job ads for jobs, right? I'm not qualified for that. I'm not qualified for that. Fucking apply for the job. You may have the work ethic that nobody else does. You may have something on your resume that puts you, makes you stand out from the rest of the people, that some employer out there goes, that's exactly what I need. I can teach you how to work.
Yeah, and your boss might really like you. You never know.
Just try. Fucking do it. Failure is not failure. Failure is learning something.
Go ahead,
it's a learning experience.
What's your motto?
Just fucking win.
Yeah, Ryan, just fucking win CINO. We got it. All right, you all right?
I'm all right.
You need a hug?
No, I always need a hug, man.
All right.
Everybody wants to be loved.
That's true. Well, we hope you guys got some enjoyment out of that. This is the CINO Legacy Podcast. We turn up on here, Ryan. He gets a little passionate.
I get passionate
you
about
definitely get passionate
what I'm speaking
for
about.
sure.
Because I want you guys to do better for yourselves.
And you love seeing it.
I love seeing it. There's no greater joy than somebody saying, I did what you said, I took your advice, and I fucking won.
Yeah.
I won. I did it. Thank you.
You're seeing it slowly and slowly. You are seeing it.
I am. More and more people are coming out of the woodwork and saying, What the fuck's wrong with me? More and more people
right?
are saying, I've taken your advice.
Yeah.
I've tried this. I'm trying that. I have friends saying, I never really thought about it the way you say it, and I'm trying that, and I've got tons of money put away, and I'm paying myself first, and this is great. If before I wasn't paying myself first, and then I would blow through all my money, and now I have money for trips. I have money for this. I have an emergency fund.
Yeah.
And it's great. The people are feeling more comfortable. They're not worried.
Yep.
about their next paycheck. They're not worried about their next emergency. And that's financial freedom.
Yep.
That's the freedom, not worrying if this goes wrong, what's going to happen? How am I going to make it through that?
Do yourself a favor. Go invest in some CINO token. Invest in your future. If you want to be on the podcast, email us at cinotoken@gmail.com. We'd love to have you.
Yeah, if
share
you
some
have
success
some if
stories
you have
and-
some success stories or you have some insight, I'd love to have you on. I'd love to talk about it.
Absolutely. Make
I'd
sure
like I'd like you to try to inspire somebody else. I'd like you to make a difference in somebody else's life. I'm telling you, the feeling is rewarding. It's fantastic.
I'll be in your position one day.
I can't wait.
All right, yeah. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment if you're feeling the need to, and stay tuned for more upcoming episodes. Also, keep your eyes open for the crypto convention coming up. A lot of great things coming. The
Yep.
CINO app and everything.
Yeah.
Stay tuned.
Keep your eye on the App Store and Google Play Store. That app should be out there. I'm hoping soon. I'm just going to say soon, but it's coming soon.
Yep.
You know, it's going to be available for everybody.
Hell yeah.
It's going to be a game changer. I'm telling you,
do
it's going to be a game changer.
CINO to the moon, guys.
Thank you very much. I appreciate all your time. Thank you for following and watching. I appreciate you offering your time and giving it to us. There's nothing more valuable. Most expensive commodity you've ever had is your time. Use it wisely, please.
Yeah.
And just fucking win.
Peace be with you.
Thanks, guys.